Hello, it is I, Courtney. You're probably saying to yourself, Courtney, you didn't need to get so gussied up for your intro. All you're doing is telling people about your video. I'm joking. Obviously, obviously, I did not get gussied up. There is a reason for that. I've been up since 4 a.m. trying to get this freaking video out by noon, and it is probably 11:30 right now, so that's not happening. You guys want the absolute most awesome DIY ever? Stay tuned. And if you don't want to hear me jack my jaws any further, I'll put up a timestamp and you can head right to it. Okay? Those of you that are going to stay, I'm going to do two things. One, explain how the whole at-home DIY, or how the whole at-home Moss Lady by Southern Gothic dupe ended up being the most awesome head I've ever had. I'm joking. Okay, let's get serious. But seriously, it ended up turning into a full-on, in my brain, seeing something happening when I did one thing wrong. Actually, it wasn't anything wrong that I did. It was just, it happened to be stuff dripping down, looked like blood, bada bing, bada boom. Now we got a severed head. Okay. Anyway, that's how that whole thing happened. Just goes to show you that you might start out with something and see something totally different because of a mistake or because of something you've done, and something clicks. And if it clicks, you should just go with it, you know, because that's what I did. And I was going to say fucking. Bad girl. It flipping turned out awesome. Can't show it to you right now, of course, because I had to do some last minute touches, and not last minute touches. That sounds weird. Some last minute touch ups. Come on. So yeah, you'll see it at the end. I'm not really going to do an outro. I'm just kind of going to show it, video it, and talk while I am showcasing it. Let's get on to the second thing I want to discuss. My 2 weeks that I've taken off. Now, I don't have a huge subscriber base right now. I am so thankful for what I have. The people that leave comments where I'm seeing them the last few videos. I'm so enjoying that, because this is why I'm on here, to grow a community, not to make money, but to grow a community, because I'm lonely. I'm so lonely. Anyway. So yeah, I had to take a couple weeks off, and I was about to say, not that anyone noticed, but for those of you that might have noticed, I just wanted to give a little explanation. One, had to do it for mental health, because I had ended up putting out a September schedule for my videos on the community post thing. And as soon as I put that up, I felt this intense responsibility to get these videos out, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, ah! So yeah, it was getting a little too crazy up here. The other thing is that my dad ended up needing a heart procedure. So I drove these 6 hours to Southern California and stayed there for a few days, took care of my mom and other things. Let's get on with this video. But before we do, I want to give a quick shout out to Glenna. I will link her channel below or put it up here someplace. She's just the sweetest person, I swear. She made her last video and gave me a shout out and told her that, or told her audience that I was kind of the inspiration. She might not have used that exact words, so don't quote me on that, okay? I'm not trying to be a narcy-marcy, but I do believe that she used those words or something to that effect, okay? Okay. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to her. Her videos, I just, you know those people that you watch their videos and they just exude a calming sense, like a pink or yellow aura. I don't know what pink or yellow auras are actually, so I'm hoping they're good. They sound good because pink and yellow are very beautiful, sweet, calming colors in my eyes. And yeah, that's just what for me, that's what I get when I watch her videos. And her last few videos, oh my gosh, amazing. She decorated her house, the inside of her house in the first one. And then this last one, she did the outside of her house. And she did some DIYs in there. And on point, Glenna. Love it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's move on to the exciting dupe turned awesome DIY. All right, so I am going to get started on this Moss Lady DIY dupe. Now I'm going to get a serrated, I'm going to try a serrated thing and see if I can do this. Well, let's see. Might want to get my cutting board. You can tell I'm not a crafter. I'm not a DIYer because of my silly setup. Okay. I'm going to use this E6000 if I can get it open. Not really sure why I'm using this because when I used it on my other project, my Dollar Tree DIYs, where I have that, it's like that forest, haunted forest with the miniatures and stuff. They all fell off just because I dropped it on the ground. That's probably way too much. Good Lord, Smokey. I haven't even finished my protein drink yet, so calm down, Courtney. Here is where I add some spackle to give it a non-styrofoam look, as well as I added more glue, and that's where the whole project takes a turn. Oh, and when you weren't looking, I put this Gorilla Glue, and I didn't film it because I was just actually going to glue this head down better. But what happened was it caused all these drips. Oops. And I think it's going to look like blood. So I'm excited about that. She is all covered. I'm gonna shave this part down, like if you can see this edgy part, just a little bit. And then once this dries, I'm gonna do a light sand, and then I will paint. I'm also gonna apply some, not super glue, but hot glue, like a glue gun, and then more blood dripping down. Or I might just leave that. I don't know. Does this stuff come off? No, that's glued on there. All right, so I did the, whatever that's called, around here. To kind of look like, you know, the severed part. I think I'm gonna do a little more around that bottom, right underneath it, just to thicken that up a little bit. And then I'll let that dry. Here I'm just using my transparent red airbrush paint to do the blood. Unfortunately, I did not film the paper mache part. I mixed up the ingredients, put it in the black bucket that you can see behind the severed head, and I did creepy cloth and I cut it into 4 sections. And then I'm just letting it dry. I kind of squished it, not squished it, but pressed it in for the facial features, and around the neck. And then I'm just cutting off that top layer because I didn't like the way it looked. So for the skull and crossbone headdress or excuse me, headband, whatever it's called, I took Dollar Tree styrofoam skulls and the little baby bones that were white and sparkly and glued them together. I did try to start out with the Gorilla Glue, and that, for whatever reason, was not working for me. Guten Morgens to ya. We are in the crux of it, people, okay? It is the 28th right now of September. I have, what? There's only 29 days. I have 2 days to finish my house and then get started October 1st on my front yard. I have started already. It has a long way to go. But this video is all about this little beheaded lady right here. I'm just gonna try and finish her up right now. What I wanna do is drive into Angels Camp. It's about a 30-minute drive down the hill. And I wanna go to the Rite Aid there because usually the Rite Aid there has, let me put you down, little lady, getting heavy, even though you're just ahead. The Rite Aid there usually has the most awesome, I don't know. Oh, I take back everything I just said. Yeah, that Rite Aid super sucks along with the rest of the Rite Aids. But I went to the Rite Aid here in Sonora where I live the other day. Okay, they had the most ridiculous Halloween stuff out that was so small and so minuscule and so stupid. It was like, why even put this out? Just say you're not going to celebrate Halloween. You're not down with Halloween. You know, the owner of Rite Aid isn't, I don't know if it's a franchise. I should stop talking. Anyway, I get to this Rite Aid in Angels Camp and they have the same stupid crap there and they don't have their normal flipping awesome stuff. I mean, I can't even show you right now. I got the best skulls there last year. And if they have those skulls again this year, I'm buying them out. They were so realistic, or they are so realistic. And heavy too. They're not plastic. I think they're resin, but still, they're heavy. Oh my gosh, just the most awesome stuff. So last night you saw I did these little skull things. And what I plan on doing right now before I go is, let me show you here. I plan on doing a little like a Let me do a few so you can get the gist. Like a little skull headband. I don't know what the hell it's called. Probably gonna have to do more of those stupid things. And if I do, I'm gonna put, oh, let me turn you back to me now. It looks like it's probably not gonna be enough. I thought it was, because I didn't think her cranium was that big, but it is that big. And then I'm gonna clean up, actually, let me just show you. I'm gonna clean up this. I'm gonna cut this up a little bit more, and I wasn't sure if I was going to, because you know, she's got this severed head down there. That's why I took off that last layer, because it was too thick and you couldn't really see the blood. But then I was thinking, did they set her on here after, like, well, they set her on here when her head was severed, and then so the blood dripped down. But then did they encase her in this after the blood dried? I'm thinking yes. So maybe there might be little specks of blood here and there, but for the most part, I think they would try to keep this clean. And then I will put the crown of skulls on my lady, and I think she'll be done. All right, I am going to attempt now, finally, to put these little guys on my lady. What I used last night, because I tried to use the Gorilla Glue and that was not working at all. So I think I'm gonna try this. Once again, you can tell I'm not a crafter with this janky setup. So let me do that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I should put some more light on the subject. Let me do that, even though this light is blinding. There we go. Now, let me get all of my little heads over here. First, I want to see like how I want this done. I think we'll do the first one in the center because that's going to be easier on mama. Sorry. That might have been a little close, but whatever. She did. She don't care. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm liking. So I think I want these because it's starting to get like where it's going to come right there. So I think these are going to go down further. So I need to start angling. I don't know if I did it on that side. Hopefully I did. Okay, got 2 and 2. And then I think I'm just going to need, oh, please let this work out to where it's even. Let me see, because I'm going to be real upset. Oh my God, yes. Damn, I'm good. So I think what I should do is do this one right now. You know what I mean? And that way, I'm gonna make sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Come on. That's how she's looking. So instead of the, what do you call it? Flower crown, whatever the hell it was. Got some dog hair on here. It is the skull and crossbone crown, and I freaking love it. All right, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to make 2 more of these and then glue them on there, and then I'm going to clean this part up and should basically be done. All right, here she is in all her glory. Now, do I wish I had gone down like deeper? Yes, but you know, nothing I can do about that now. So the crown looks a little weird, but oh well. You know, she was having her head cut off when she had this crown on, so maybe it shifted. I don't know. So 2 things. One, I think I'm going to take this Waverly Ivory chalk paint, put some baking soda in it, and then paint these, because that is spot on the same color as that. So I feel like even if I got some on there, maybe here and there, it's not going to matter so much. Down here, I was thinking I wanted this to flow all the way down, but what I think I want is it to just come down to here and be jagged, because I don't really like all this down. What I was trying to say was I don't really like all of the material down there. So I do get a little scissor crazy or a little scissor happy, but it ends up turning out good. As you can see, I started getting a little crazy. Now we's a painting. I did like I said, I just took that matte chalk paint in the ivory color and added some baking soda. And I'm just painting away. I get in all the nooks and crannies and the crevices. I get behind all of the skulls because they're kind of sticking out. They're not, meaning they're not pressed against her cranium. And I was right. It didn't really show up when I did get a few specks here and there on the actual creepy cloth. So I was happy about that. Anyway, I love the actual look because it kind of looks like stone, like they're made of stone. But you be the judge. Okay. All right, we are on the home stretch. So I painted these. Love the way they look. Love it. I cut this more and made it more jagged and then wet it from like here down. And it did take out a lot of the starchiness, but I need to do one more time. I also went in with this chalk paint and just kind of went in there. Not really liking how that looks right now. I'm going to do one more coat, and then I'm going to go over it one more time with the red, let it dry, and then get this wet again. I still need to do this part, but I got to get this video out, so I might just leave that for my house reveal. But that is basically how she looking. I mean, she looks crazy right now because things aren't, but it is going to be kind of flowy. I like it. Would I have done this better had I known that I was going to cut all this off. Of course. But hindsight is 2020. Here she is, Miss America. Joking. I absolutely love this. Now, would I have done a few things differently had I known this is what I was going to start out doing? Yes. But I am not mad at her at all. I love it.